Woo! All right, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So this is part 2 of the Andrew DeVillers ADV Tactical Box Butcher. Down below you'll find a link to part 1 if you haven't seen it, where I describe everything about this knife, why it is what it is, how it is what it is, yada yada yada. We're not doing that right now, so all we're doing is cutting. So today is test it. First of all, let's talk about testing. I haven't tested the edge sharpness yet, and woo, that is superior sharp. I want to get a nice spot where there's still a bunch of hair so you guys can see it disappear. Look at this. Look at this, man. I mean, that whole area right there just cleaned up. Look at all the hair on the blade. This thing is super, it's really windy out here, but super razor sharp. I mean, balding sharp. So, yeah, that's the edge. We got some wind, man. We got some wind. I'm gonna try to get this thing done. So, this is the Box Butcher. It's made for draw cuts. Pull out, be able to just slide down, get your cuts open. So, this isn't your camp knife. This isn't your kitchen knife. This is your all-around just cut things knife. So, when you get your packages in from Amazon or whatever, you take that forward grip and you just rip. And it's the most comfortable grip for the rip, right? It's just really, really positive downward cutting by the cant of the blade. You can see that it just offers superior get in and go type cutting. And that's where the strength in this knife is going to be. It's going to be your every single day. Like this is, you could use it as a pocket fixed blade. You could use it as a belt fixed blade. But whatever you need, instead of having a folder that you go ahead and constantly take out to cut things with, because unless it's an easy EDC folder, like if you have the Combat Trudon on you from Microtech, that's not a true EDC as far as cutting knife, right? So to have something that's designed just to be that cutting knife, that's really what you need. So let's test this. Oh my gosh, this edge geometry. We're gonna peel away all that hard bark first. Hard bark for the aardvark. So I want to go into a side grip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my middle finger inside the ring. So now my side grip is 100%. I'm pulling this handle into my hand. I have 100% 4¼ inch grip from the side grip. And we are going to just pull and pull. And look at these curls, are magnificent, man. Look at these curls. Women pay a lot of money to do this to their hair, and I'm doing it right now for nothing. Look at those curls. So it's your everyday cutter, it's your box opener, it's your package ripper, things like that. But does that mean that if it's on you and you are in the woods that you're not going to be able to get a fire going? Absolutely not. That thing's going to rip and tear and get the job done. Just straight up get the job done. Now it's obviously not a chopper, so we're limited on what we can do. So we're just gonna cut, right? We're gonna cut because that's what it is. I gotta lower you guys here. I gotta, not expectations, I just gotta lower you physically. All right, so here we go. Here we go. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm so excited to have this knife in my collection because the designer just knows what he's doing. Let's do a couple hard downward throws. Now with a canted blade, this is a little rough, but it's nothing we can't do. See that bite that it's getting from that really well tapered tip on this perfect flat grind. Uh-oh, and I missed. It's just super, super nice. Let's go with 4 layers of leather belt. I love the forward cant. It literally pushes the cut through itself, so it accelerates cutting angles. That's just awesome. Now, one thing that's going to be tricky is a push cut because it is canted. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. It's got the 1/2 inch nylon rope, but we will see. And let's see if I can't just do that. And even on the canted blade, what I did is I just pulled my finger around the finger loop and gave myself a nice hard push. Bada boom, bada bing. That worked out. I'm super, super happy with this knife. You know how like when you really want something and you have a vision on what it's going to be, and then you finally get it and it's everything you thought it was going to be plus some? That's what I'm getting with this knife. My baton just broke in my hand. Everything that I'm getting with this knife. I have to say, for kindling, stuff like this, the forward cant, it's actually really nice for doing something like this, for just getting out some kindling. That is so nice, man. This knife is so freaking nice. And it's the kind of knife that's way nicer once it hits the hand than it did when you saw it online. It's everything about it, man. Everything about it is just get her done. So let's come over here. We're gonna do the real test, plastic netting test, the knife killer test, and that was no problem at all. No problem at all. Let's see here. Get that ripped off. Get that ripped off. We got a couple layers here. And you guys have seen this stuff over and over. Embarrassed blades. Not this one. Not this one. Now, I said in the other video, it's like not going to be your skinner, but in an emergency, if you're out in the wilderness and you got to pull some meat off some skin, that's going to do it for you. Or if you just got to get right through the skin, it's going to do it for you. All right, let's come over. Let's come over to get some of the green stuff. Some of the greens. Man, I'm just walking with it in my hand, and I'm kind of just doing like fidgety stuff. And this grip right here, how it's made to be held, and it's made to be held pulling into the palm, thumb up here on the ramp. It's just so positive. So positive. And I don't mean like positive like, you know, hey, I think you can score the big run, honey. All right, so let's see. Look at this. Look at this. Forward blade position. Just absolutely wrecking this. Look at that. That is so nice. Man, I hope this is picking up, because this thing is so super nice. This is literally design personified. I mean, golly, this is so super nice. Let's see, go in reverse. Even on the reverse cut, you know how hard it is to feather going this way, but it's getting it done. Now let's see if I can just debranch. That's not what it's made for, but it's getting it done. I mean, that is absolutely not what it's made for. This is made literally not even for this. This is made literally for just open up packages and doing your regular daily cuts. You know how you get you go to the store and you buy a steak and it's got that plastic wrapper on it? I mean, that forward can't. That's what you're going to do. You're just going to wrap around. You're going to cut, man. You're going to cut, and more cut. So I know we did this over there just a little bit. We're going to do it a little bit more. We just want to get some good cutting in. Let's see. All right, some more than cutting. We're just going to do some more banging on it. Some more banging on it. Exactly what it's not made for. Let's see. Let's try to get a bunch of it right in there. Some of that meat and taters. Golly, man. That is really, really super good. Super good. I'm trying to find a piece that we might be able to push and rip. Let's see, this piece of wood is really thick, but I guarantee, let's see, I guarantee, you guys can't see me, I guarantee if we keep doing that, it's gonna work. So this is what I'm doing, is being lefty and then trying to get you guys in a shot. All right, so I'm just pushing and ripping, pushing and ripping, pushing and ripping. And then eventually what happens is I ended up ripping it apart because the knife is just good, man. It's just so good. All right, so let's do a little bit of that action. Let's do a little bit of this action. Man, this thing is just, it's just made to cut, man. I am so happy with this knife. So this is going to be my literal EDC fixed blade as far as like in the pocket fixed blade. I have others that'll go on a belt, but man, I'm telling you guys, you can't ignore design. You can't. When you're talking about a knife, you have to talk design. Come on, Roscoe, come on. Because without the design being proper, this knife would not be as good as it is. That's why design is so important. And the engineering and everything that went into making this, every inch of it, not a lot of inches, but you know what I mean, every millimeter is just specifically done to be a certain way and to just be great. Just be great. And this thing is exactly that. It is just freaking great. I love it, man. This thing, I knew just by looking at it, I knew what to expect. I didn't know it was gonna make me as happy as it did. Is that a date on there? It says 39/2023, so I'm wondering if he puts on a date so you know when yours is built. This is awesome, man. This is so awesome. All right, so that's it for this one, man. This is part 2. Hope you guys really got to see what this thing is about and why I love this designer so much. He just does things that other people aren't doing because he's smarter. But that's it, man. That's it for this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.